Everyone thinks buying an S-Class is simple. You walk into a dealership, you pick the most expensive trim, you add a few luxury options, and you drive away believing you bought the best car Mercedes makes. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Thousands of S-Class buyers every year overpay, misconfigure, or end up disappointed, not because the S-Class is bad, but because they make three critical mistakes before they ever turn the key. And with the 2027 Mercedes-Benz S-Class, those mistakes are more expensive than ever. Today, I'm going to walk you through the number one mistake that silently kills resale value, the tech decision that sounds smart but backfires, and the luxury trap that turns a flagship sedan into a regret. If you're thinking about buying or even dreaming about owning a 2027 S-Class, this video could save you tens of thousands of dollars and years of frustration. Let's start with the biggest one. Mistake number one, buying the wrong powertrain for how you actually drive. Most buyers assume more power automatically means a better S-Class. That logic used to work. In 2027, it can be a huge mistake. Mercedes now offers multiple S-Class personalities: inline-six mild hybrid, V8 performance luxury, plug-in hybrid flagship. On paper, they all look amazing. In real life, they serve very different owners. Let's break this down. The illusion of "I need the V8." A lot of buyers default to the V8 S-Class. Why? Because the S-Class has always been associated with effortless power, status, and prestige. But here's what no one tells you. The 2027 S-Class V8 is not the emotional engine it used to be. It's smoother, more efficient, more insulated. That sounds good, until you realize something. You're paying a huge premium for performance you'll almost never use. Most S-Class owners drive in traffic, sit in the back seat, cruise at highway speeds, value silence over acceleration. If you're not regularly enjoying open roads or spirited driving, the V8 becomes extra cost, higher insurance, higher long-term maintenance, faster depreciation in certain markets. For many buyers, the inline-six delivers 90% of the experience for far less money and stress. The plug-in hybrid trap. Now let's talk about the hybrid. On paper, the S-Class plug-in hybrid sounds perfect. Massive combined horsepower, electric driving for short trips, future-proof branding. But here's the problem. A plug-in hybrid only makes sense if your lifestyle matches it. If you don't have reliable home charging, don't plug in every night, don't drive short daily routes, then the hybrid becomes dead weight, reduced trunk space, extra complexity, long-term battery concerns after warranty. Many owners buy the hybrid for the idea of efficiency, not the reality of using it correctly. And that's a mistake. How to avoid mistake number one. Before choosing your S-Class powertrain, ask yourself honestly, am I buying this car to drive or to be driven? Do I want presence and comfort or performance bragging rights? Will I keep this car long-term or lease and rotate? The best S-Class isn't the most powerful one. It's the one that fits your life without compromise. And that leads us directly to mistake number two. Mistake number two. Overpaying for tech that will age faster than the car. The 2027 S-Class is one of the most technologically advanced cars ever built. And that's exactly where many buyers go wrong, because not all tech ages equally. The problem with maxing out the tech. When buyers spec an S-Class, they often think, if I'm already spending this much, I might as well add everything. Sounds logical, but here's the issue. Software ages, hardware doesn't. Screens, interfaces, voice assistants, connected services. These things evolve faster than the car itself. That massive screen you're impressed by today, in 5 years, it'll feel like an old smartphone. Meanwhile, leather, ride quality, build quality, sound insulation, those things never go out of style. Yet buyers often overspend on redundant screens, features locked behind subscriptions, driver assist tech they don't trust or use, and then they're shocked when resale values don't reflect the price they paid. The subscription reality check. Here's a harsh truth about modern luxury cars. You don't own all the features you pay for. Many 2027 S-Class tech systems require subscriptions, can change via software updates, may be restricted by region or future policy. That means what works today may be limited tomorrow. What's included now may cost extra later. What feels premium can turn frustrating fast. Buyers rarely think about this at the dealership. They think about it 3 years later. Tech that is worth paying for. This is where smart buyers separate themselves. The tech that ages well. High-end audio systems, advanced seat comfort packages, noise reduction and insulation features, suspension and ride enhancements. Why? Because they improve every single mile, regardless of software updates or trends. How to avoid mistake number 2. Instead of asking, what's the most advanced S-Class? Ask, what will still feel luxurious in 10 years? Prioritize comfort over gimmicks, ride quality over screen size, physical luxury over digital novelty. That decision alone can save you a massive amount of money and frustration. Now let's talk about the mistake that hurts owners emotionally. Mistake number 3. Buying the S-Class for status instead of ownership reality. This is the most common mistake, and the hardest one to admit. Some people buy an S-Class because they love luxury. Others buy it because of what the S-Class represents, and those two buyers have very different experiences. Capital. The status purchase problem. The S-Class has always been a symbol. Success, authority, achievement. But here's the uncomfortable part. If you buy the S-Class mainly for how it looks to others, you're more likely to be disappointed later. Why? Because maintenance isn't cheap. Repairs aren't optional. Insurance isn't forgiving. Depreciation is real. Luxury feels amazing until reality shows up. Ownership is a relationship, not a moment. An S-Class isn't just bought. It's maintained, updated, and supported. Buyers who love their S-Class long-term usually budget realistically, understand service intervals, choose dealers carefully, plan ownership length strategically. Buyers who don't often fall out of love within 18 to 24 months. The right mindset changes everything. When you buy the S-Class because you value comfort, you appreciate engineering, you understand the cost of excellence, the car feels rewarding every single day. When you buy it for validation, every service visit feels like regret. How to avoid mistake number 3. Before buying, ask, am I excited about living with this car? Or am I excited about being seen in it? The S-Class rewards thoughtful owners. It punishes impulsive ones. Final thoughts, 26 minutes to 30 minutes. The 2027 Mercedes-Benz S-Class is an incredible machine, but it's not forgiving. Avoid these 3 mistakes. 1. Choosing the wrong powertrain. 2. Overpaying for fast-aging tech. 3. Buying for status instead of ownership reality. And the S-Class becomes a sanctuary, a long-term joy, a true flagship experience. Ignore them, and it becomes one of the most expensive regrets in the luxury world. Outro. If this video helped you, hit like, subscribe for more deep dives into luxury cars and future vehicles, and comment below. Would you buy the 2027 S-Class? And which version would you choose?